Five, four, three, two, one. We're live.
Oh,
8 a.m. Coffee Podcast. Good Monday morning, everybody. How's it going over there, Paul?
dude, it's great, man. It's great. Except for having to reset everything. You
Yep.
know,
True.
I only end up having technical difficulties when we're supposed to be on this. So,
Yeah. What kind of coffee do you have this morning?
what's that again? Yeah, my wife said maybe if I tried to get set up more than 10 minutes before we got on this, then it would be great. Coffee today. You know what? I went Keurig. I went Green Mountain Breakfast Blend or Morning Blend,
Yeah, I like that.
which is still a local company. They're out in East Knoxville. At least they're distributing. Just I can't even talk,
Words.
man.
Words.
And then with a little bit of fake Coffee Mate dark chocolate Dole creamer in it. Not gonna deny it. That's my coffee of choice this morning.
I like it.
Judge me if you want to.
I will
I don't care.
not. I will not judge you. How was your Mother's Day?
It was good. We did so we don't have all the kids until next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, three of them from Ashley's previous marriage went to their father's house, their dad's house, for the weekend.
Nice.
Which may sound odd. You know, there have been some, really send them away for Mother's Day, but we're not people, and we can talk about this too. We're not people that we have to celebrate the holiday on the holiday.
day. Yeah.
You don't have to in our thing. But you know, with quarantine and kids not coming and being sure that we kept households separate and things like that. I mean, you have to remember, we haven't seen two of our girls, our daughters, for
Days and days.
2-3 months, maybe.
Yeah.
Like it's been since March, since February, actually, because we skipped all of March because all of it started.
Right.
And then we were like, April, no. And we were going to do the end of April, right? And we were supposed to see them we were supposed to have them for spring break and all that, which, again, really good that they were able to spend their birthday with their mom as well as their stepfather and all of that. And his birthday is the day after hers. So like hers and then his, which was, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we just decided to wait until next weekend when they were all here to celebrate,
Nice.
as well as birthdays, as well as there's like everything's getting jammed into like one day. So,
Right.
but no, it was good. Ashley baked for her mother.
Ooh.
And then we took the long trek to her house.
It's next door, isn't it?
100 yards.
Okay,
100
great.
yards.
A whole football field.
And then maybe even less than that, really. And then I made buttermilk fried chicken and biscuits.
Are there
Delicious
any more?
biscuits.
Can you just leave me
Yeah, I
some
have more.
out on the front stoop?
We have like 7 more.
Okay, I'm on the way. I'm gonna switch to the phone.
And then
Do a drive by. Not drive
and then I
by.
made hash browns. I know it sounds really weird, but because I was supposed to make it for breakfast,
Yeah.
but we slept till like 10 o'clock in the morning yesterday
Nice. Oh,
because
that's
our
so
kid
great.
slept, the baby, the infant. Is he still an infant? If he's, I don't know.
He doesn't look like one, but he's
No,
young
he
enough to
doesn't.
be one, right?
I guess. Is he an infant still? Under 1 year,
There you go.
I guess.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, real quick, at what point do you stop using months to describe the age of a baby?
6.
6 months
I do.
or 6
months.
years? You go all the way up to
No,
like
I mean, no. We.
he's 72
listen,
months old.
He's 478 weeks.
There you go.
What?
Let's just
No.
switch it up.
So I go from I hit about 12 weeks, and then he's like 3 months and 4 months, 5 months, and then 6 months, and then like he's like, this is how crazy it is. I have to actually think about it.
Yeah.
like he will be 10 months this month, right? So I just say he's almost a year.
Okay.
Like I'm like he's almost a year old. Yeah, he's there.
Makes sense to me.
Like, he's almost a year. You know, his birthday's in July.
He's an American
you-
baby.
If you need to know all that, you do the math.
Sure.
Not my problem.
Sure.
Um,
You were talking
and
about
then-
cooking though. You made some biscuits as well, right?
Biscuit. Yeah.
Tell me this
So-
recipe. I need to do this.
It's very, very technical. Are you ready? It is self-rising flour,
Uh-huh.
butter, salt, and buttermilk.
Whoa.
There you go. So now I will tell you that I do a few extra things. So again, it's and actually I'll come on later and leave. Like I'm not going to do it right now.
out.
But I'll type it in the
Yeah,
description.
sure. Let's just
Actually,
see how
just-
hungry we can make everybody this morning.
So what instead of you just so we use the food processor to crumble the butter up right. Okay. So legitimately it's a stick of butter, 2 cups of self-rising flour, and a pinch of salt and a cup of buttermilk. That's it.
Nice.
So the important thing is how you take care of the ingredients. So you put the flour in the food processor, right? Because we use a food processor to cut the butter.
Okay.
Okay. And then you put the food processor with the butter in the freezer, or food processor with the flour in the freezer.
Okay.
Cube up the butter, spread it out, put that in the freezer. Leave it there for an hour or so. Okay. This is very important, by the way.
Yeah.
Blade everything in the freezer. Okay. Now the top doesn't have to go in, just the bowl.
Okay.
Okay. And then you put the food processor on, right? And you close it, and then you drop the butter in just a little at a time and cut it into the flour. So the cold flour and the cold butter is what's going to give it the flakes and the little pockets of everything.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And then I put that in a bowl, just a regular mixing bowl. And
Right.
then I own gloves. Well, everybody owns gloves now, so I don't have to be that person that says cook with gloves.
Sure.
And then I just don't like it on my hands. I think I'm weird.
No,
Anyways,
that's not weird. I hate getting it all over.
and you pour the buttermilk in just a little at a time and stir it with your hands. Oh, very easy. Like you're not mixing. You're just kind of folding and stirring.
Okay.
Until it becomes a wet ball. Like it's going to be a real wet dough. And then spread some flour out. And then I roll it into the squares, like into a rectangle.
Okay.
And then fold it on top of each other.
Is that kneading it, by the way, like technically, or is that something
No,
different?
it's just rolling. Kneading is like
Where you,
when
like,
you're
pull.
trying to. Well, that's when you're trying to activate the gluten
Okay.
in flour.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Because this is a chemical rise, not a natural rise.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, because you mentioned self-rising flour, not yeast, like separately or anything, right?
hey, all right. So what self-rising flour is just flour with the baking powder and soda in it already.
Oh,
That's
great.
So you're
Skip
just
a
not
step.
measuring.
Yeah.
You're just not measuring baking soda and baking powder.
Okay. Okay.
That's really all it is. And then you trifold it and roll it out. And so trifold, roll. So it's like a letter, and that's what gives it its layers or its flakes.
Right,
Like
right.
you know the biscuits
Boy,
that you
do
pull.
I.
You can
Oh,
pull
yes.
those layers,
Oh
right?
yes.
That's how you make them. And that's how you make them from scratch.
Amazing.
And then I do that 5 times, and it causes 6 times.
6 layers.
I can't remember the math.
6
I just
flaky
do it
layers?
until it. Yeah. Well, no, it causes 144 of them.
It's a lot more than I
Because
thought.
yeah. Well, it's just like a croissant, right? And then
Okay.
I take mine and cut them into rectangles,
Yeah.
or squares, and then bake them off.
Okay.
And then bake them to where at 475 they bake, and then I pull them out and brush them with butter, and then throw them in the broiler, and then brown the top. Now sometimes they just brown naturally, but last night it was weird. It didn't, so I just broiled them off a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we have buttermilk fried chicken, which is pretty simple. So you let your chicken sit in buttermilk for 8 hours, and dredge it in flour and salt, pepper, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, all in the flour mix, and then fry it off. And then hash browns, we use dehydrated hash browns. Just
Yeah.
letting you know that's the trick.
We had that whole conversation about when I made them fresh, and it took forever, and it was good, but was it actually better than just getting frozen from Trader Joe's? I don't know.
And then we do so, and then I cook them in a pan that you can put in the oven.
Yeah,
Now you got to remember all this is going on at the same time.
it's too
And
much.
then
It's
just
almost too much
heavily
for my brain.
oil the hash browns and throw them in the oven.
Yeah.
And I kind of did what you did, except no cheese.
Okay,
So just
okay.
let the top bake and all that. And it was good.
So
That was
hungry.
dinner last night.
I love it.
And then I made some honey mustard, and then I have a sauce that's a sriracha molasses aioli that the mom of the day wanted to consume.
Yeah.
And then I totally pirated our church's video of Ashley singing and posted it on Facebook as my own.
I saw it. I didn't watch it, but I saw that you posted it.
Yeah. Actually, what's funny about that is everybody kept asking where the other kids were because there was only two.
Right.
And it was like, this is completely like they called us and said, hey, we need like a mom with older children.
Yeah.
And that's all it was. Like, there was no, like, it's the same as casting people.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah. I like your little baby Yoda.
Yeah, this is Baby Yoda, or BB Yoda from The Mandalorian. I ordered this in January, I think, and it was like $7. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And then it came like 4 days ago because they did weird stuff with all the merch from that show. They're like, we're not going to release any of it because we don't want anybody to know that this guy's in there. And then didn't manufacture any of it. So I got it 5 months late. But happy birthday to me. It's not my birthday,
Happy birthday.
by the way.
No, your birthday's last month.
Last
right?
month, yeah.
Was it last month? Right?
Mhm. Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah.
April the 5th.
How was your day? What did you guys do?
It was good. It was really good. I put up aluminum tape to get the carpenter bees to stop eating all of our wood. Other than that, though, went and saw my mom. Saw Lindsay's mom for a little bit the day before. So just had food and hung out and social distanced, and that's about it. She made some chicken. It was on the grill, though. Barbecue chicken on the grill. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Makes me want potato salad.
And we had that. We had she makes like an egg and potato salad, like fresh, like from scratch. It's all mixed together. I don't know how you feel about that because your face is giving me some mixed reactions. But it's like,
I just don't like eggs. You know that.
oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, man. It was good, though.
Yeah.
Good day. And it's beautiful right now. It looks,
Yeah.
it's just so nice outside.
Except for that random rainstorm that came through last night.
Yeah. I was mostly asleep for that, but it's just strange.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, it sounded like you had something
No.
to say.
No, just whatever pops in my head today. We'll see where it goes for the next
You
30
know-
minutes.
So,
It'll be like two of you on the podcast.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I was actually thinking about consumption.
Right. Right.
Actually, first of all, what's really funny is something that has always stuck with me from college is that I never say drink. I always say consume. I always do.
Where did that come about? That's really
It
interesting
was
to me.
it was because of a drinking game.
Okay.
I don't know which one it was, but someone would always, like, you made up a rule in the middle of the game and you could be whatever. But there was this one person that always made up the rule. You can never use a word that starts with the letter D.
Oh, so you can't say drink.
So like drink. Yeah. So you can't say drink. So everybody would be like drink. And then it'd be like everybody else. So I always said, I immediately started saying consume.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've never stopped.
Gotcha.
So it's like 21 years in the making.
Absolutely. Was that was the game Circle of Death?
I don't know which one that is.
Okay.
Honestly, does it have to do with cards?
Cards, and then you put the
Yeah.
cards underneath the Coors Light tab until it pops, and then that person has to drink. Yeah, yeah.
Also during quarantine, I bought ping pong balls in the middle of the beer section, and I did not teach our children how to play beer pong.
Did you
Did
did
not
you
at all.
teach them Mountain Dew pong?
No, I didn't taught them no pong.
Oh, okay.
However, we have a sleeve of like 500 Dixie cups, and I cannot for the life of me remember why.
I think that was why. You used to have 1,000. Now you only
No,
have 500 left.
they would have been gone. They would have been gone. Mm, no, but no, dude, I've been um, I only drink one bourbon. I don't know why I'm thinking about that, but
Is it Belite?
damn, no, it's Bernheim.
Sounds too expensive for me.
It's actually not. Now
Really?
in a restaurant, it's expensive.
Yeah.
It's like $15 a shot.
Oh gosh.
So in a restaurant, yeah. And that's where I first learned to like it was Stock and Barrel. Just
Ooh.
letting you know where.
Man, I missed that place.
But Bernheim is the bourbon trail that like Four Roses is on, and
Oh, cool.
some of the big name. It's a actual bourbon trail, and this one is made there too. But it's a winter wheat, so it drinks like a rye, so
Okay.
it's really smooth.
Yeah.
But it's full and has the full body of bourbon. But for the bottle, it's like $22, like
That's
in
not
a
bad
liquor
at
store,
all.
a liter.
Yeah.
Like it's a big bottle of booze. So no, just rocks. Because I don't have a sphere.
Sure.
I want a sphere,
Yeah.
but I don't have one.
One day.
Yeah, and then the other thing that's on my mind is because Mother's Day naturally lends to Father's Day, and
When is Father's Day again? That's next month, right?
yeah, I think it's like the 17th or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. I got you.
Which always leads me to the double standard of Mother's Day and Father's Day. And I need you to hold your breath and I'm not saying anything is wrong with don't really hold your breath. Like,
It didn't work anyway. It's like,
no.
I got allergies going on over here.
Oh, so you're still trying to breathe through your nose?
Just allergies.
You sure it's allergies? You don't have the Rona?
Man, I hope so. We'll see. Check back in Wednesday and Friday this week.
Even if you do have it, Lindsay's getting tested, right?
See, she was already tested, so if I have it
No, that's
now, then we're
No,
SOL,
listen.
you know?
Let me explain this to you. I think we've already had the discussion. Ashley and I have already decided whoever loses something is getting that test. It is not, neither one of us wants to get our brain tickled. Either one of us.
Awful.
That's why they've only tested 2% of the people. Like if it was something that they could just put in your mouth and do a mouth swab,
Right.
everybody would have been tested by now. But no, you're going to stick this thing like Total Recall up my nose. Nah, we good.
Man, I imagine there's people in line, like in their car in line to get tested, and they see that happen to somebody else, and they're like, "Ooh, nope.
Nope. I waited for 4 hours, but you ain't sticking that up my nose. America. Anyway.
Can't do it. Anyway, you were saying.
Oh, the double standard. And I will say this, and this is not about single parents, and I need this to understand, but stop. This is one of my things as a dad and as a father and everything. Stop handing out Happy Father's Day to moms too, because you did
Is that
both.
a thing?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, Happy Father's Day to me too, because I did both jobs, and I get it. Like it sucks. It sucks. Like I'm not saying, I'm not judging you. I get it. Like you had to do both roles, but there are people that also have to do the other side of both roles as well. And there's never a Happy Mother's Day to my dad, who also raised me. You get where I'm going with this?
I think so.
Because it kind of like it takes away. I'll just be honest. I'm like, dude, really? Like, this is my day. I'm just gonna be selfish a little bit here and say, what about my day? And also, it might stir controversy and make people chat.
It's true.
And the Facebook algorithm will be like,
Should it, what? Yeah. So I'm wondering what hard stance I should take on it, because I didn't know that was ever a thing. People taking
Yeah.
credit for the other side.
Yeah, no, and it makes me feel like I trust me, I feel for single moms. Like I really do. I really really feel for it. But like you gotta, because the truth of the matter is that the majority of single moms do have dads in their kids' lives. They really do.
Gotcha.
And you get what I'm saying. Now there are the ones that get up and walk out and abandon, and again, my heart hurts for them. So hurts. Like trust me, I like my small group kids last year. Like I had a couple in there that was the case.
Gotcha.
But it's not what that day's about, man. It's not what that day's about. However, also Mother's Day, number one restaurant day of the year. Father's Day, not. They're like, no, cook some barbecue, Dad.
Yeah.
Cook some barbecue.
Yeah.
Which segues me into wanting a grill. I need a new grill.
Man, we have one, and spoiler alert, I've never grilled anything before in my life.
Really?
Never, like I've used a grill before, like gotten it started, and I kind of know how it all works, but I've just never done it.
Is it charcoal or gas?
I remember growing up and us having a charcoal grill for like the longest time, and I don't know what it is now. I think my mom uses a gas grill mostly.
Why have you not grilled?
Just haven't done it. No particular reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said Lindsay grilled chicken, so I like that.
No, that was my mom who grilled chicken. Sorry.
Oh, it's your mom who
Yeah.
grilled chicken.
Yeah, my mom insists on cooking on her own day. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
The first picture I liked of Ashley was her grilling chicken thighs on her front
Nice.
porch.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, girl, there's chicken thighs
Shoot,
on your
girl.
grill.
Look at them thighs.
Got it. How you doing?
I've made
Does
thighs.
she make her own sauce, or does she use the bottled?
I think she used Sweet Baby Ray's.
So I have a great another little cooking trick for barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
If you take any house brand, like any made barbecue sauce, like Sweet Baby Ray's, and go buy a squeeze bottle,
Right.
and you fill it about 2/3 of the way with barbecue sauce, and then the other third with apple cider vinegar, and shake it around. It makes a great glaze on any, like whatever your favorite barbecue sauce is. It doesn't matter if it's store bought or Sunny's, like gallons of Sunny. Like we use store bought
Yeah.
barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Do you ever
this turned into 8 a.m. food really quickly.
It really has, but I want to ask you about apple cider vinegar. Have you ever like done a shot of it and let it just destroy your insides?
I have, yeah.
It's never been a good experience for me, but I've heard that that's healthy, good for your gut. And I
have
don't
too.
know. It's only ever been bad for my gut, but I think that's because I do it once and then I don't do it consistently.
No, I actually did do it consistently for about 6 months.
Wow.
So
Was it a big difference for you?
no, I'm a pretty regular guy. You set a clock by it
Was there were there any other
5 times a day. You can set a clock by it.
was it did it become 5 times a day instead of like 3 times a day on the apple cider vinegar?
Oh.
But did you notice any other changes? What, like, did you have more energy or anything?
I don't know.
I know it's
I hope
different
not.
for everybody too. So.
Because I really hope I don't have any more energy. Most people do as well.
Are you wanting less energy these days?
No, actually, I don't know. I think I'm in a good spot.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I did make it into the gym last week.
How was
I
that?
will say that.
Did you wear a mask and everything? Like,
Yes. Yeah.
just dying on a treadmill somewhere?
Which I'm going to be like, I may just do home workouts. I really might.
Yeah.
I understand why they're doing it. I'm not anti-mask before we start this.
Sure.
But that's not easy.
Makes it tough, right?
It's not easy. And they temperature check you, and you go through a load of questions before
Wow.
they let you in.
That's great.
Yeah, which is great. Kudos to National Fitness.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it sucks too, but that's great.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't crowded.
Yeah.
There were maybe 30 people there total. and that spread out through that whole giant building. Um,
Oh, is that the
and
big one over here with like the movie theater and everything?
yeah,
This
no, the
is
movie theater is legit,
ginormous.
man.
Yeah.
It's legit because you get on a treadmill and watch a movie, and by the time you're done, it's like an hour,
Yeah.
of what I'd say is cardio, but it's walking. No,
That's
and
my
then
only workout lately.
no, so like I mean I think they had like Olympus Has Fallen or some kind of action movie in there, so it kind of makes you watch it.
Does it make you like walk faster or anything?
Nah, it just entertains you.
Yeah.
Like you're not thinking about it.
Right. Right.
So, but everything like taped off machines and like everybody has a job. I guarantee you that because
Yeah.
they had probably the same amount of people walking around wiping down things as
Wow.
they did people in there, which like what? It's week one of that. So is that like when do we stop doing that? When do we
Yeah.
become
Like,
lax?
is it going to taper off?
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you feeling about the whole reopening thing in general? Like, I know some people posted videos of like Mexican restaurants. I don't know why it was only Mexican restaurants, by the way, where people were like distanced as far as tables, but there were still people like clumping up and just not really
Well,
staying away from each
they are
other.
adhering to guidelines that way. I
Yeah.
mean, because they are allowed to stay less than 10 together
Uh-huh.
and then
Okay.
6 feet apart. So there are no laws being broken. But I mean, then again, I mean, we talk about this in our house a lot. There's a difference between doing what's right and there's a difference between legality and what's right.
Sure.
Like even if it's legal,
Should
should
you?
it be done?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, like it's one of those things. Like, yeah, you can, but should you? I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, cigarettes are legal.
yeah, yeah. Well, and then honestly, other things aren't. And that why are they not?
Sure.
I mean,
Sure.
so you got both sides of the fence there. Um, I don't think this is like some major conspiracy. Like it's gone on long enough. People are making this political,
Sure.
very political,
Yeah.
and the divide is back. I hate to say that, but the divide is back. Um, that kid that got shot in Georgia, which is the most horrific thing ever. Complete display of racism. Like but there were individuals that were furious that they did not get arrested earlier.
Yeah.
I understand.
Right.
But pause and listen to the DA, who happens to also be a black guy, by the way.
Yeah.
And he flat out said, hey, because of Corona, grand jury wasn't meeting. And what are we going to do? Arrest them and let them out in 48 hours?
Exactly.
Like you can't keep rearresting people on charges.
Right.
Like once you do it the second time, you have to have massive amounts of evidence instead of going, all right, we have enough for probable cause, let's arrest them, then gather all of it.
Right. Right.
So, which is why that was held off. I don't think the state of Georgia is like, hey, we're okay with any of this.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
And then people are taking things way out of context. Their headline reading, honestly, a lot like some people do with the Bible, is they find the verse in the middle of the passage that
That's
has
fun.
nothing to do with the passage and relate it to something in their life. And that is not at all what it is talking about. But, something about Dr. Fauci saying that there was a headline where it says wearing a mask is unreasonable, right? Well, the rest of it was wearing a mask is unreasonable in your home. like
Yeah. It's like in your car. You don't have
you
to do
don't
that.
need to wear it in your house. Like that's what he was saying. Like he was like, you don't have to wear it in your house. Like
Yeah.
that's not what we're asking you to do. We're asking you to do it when you're out in public.
Yeah.
And so now there's like a big headline where Dr. Fauci said it's unreasonable to wear your mask. You want to add the rest of the sentence there, Bubba?
No.
You know?
Bubba does not.
And then, and I understand the opening of the economy. I get it. I
Hmm.
get it. I also understand that we cannot do a $2,000 a month stimulus. Like,
Like
like,
every month.
yeah, nobody's going back to work, man. If that happens, everyone
Well,
will be like, nah, we cool.
I heard
Like we good.
that that was possibly going to happen again. That they were at
They'll
least
pass.
in talks about it.
They may pass another stimulus, but they won't pass a $2,000 a month stimulus.
Sure, sure.
Which it may get through the House, but it won't get through the Senate.
Yeah,
And there's all, and that becomes a big political game again, big political game. And I don't know, just do what's right.
yeah,
I have my mask.
yeah.
Thank you, Chris Dodds.
Let's see it.
It is the front of a Darth Vader mask. Now I have to get some things to some bungee cords
Yeah,
or
like
whatever to
attach it
my
all the way
face.
around.
But
It definitely looks like Bane. Do you have a good Bane voice, like from Batman?
I don't know what Bane sounds like.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
kind of
I
like
do
you,
know.
except wearing a mask,
Oh, really?
or like
That's not.
anyone wearing a mask. Yeah,
Does it sound like this?
yeah. You
I
gotta
don't know.
like do a little higher pitch, maybe.
Higher? Higher?
There you go. Yeah, that's Bane right there.
No, that's not Bane at all.
It's close. I just wanted you to do that for as long as possible.
Yeah. And then no, I mean that is what it is. I mean, we can talk about happier things. Let's talk about happier things.
Like Vanderpump Rules. Do you ever watch any like trash reality TV?
No, but I saw that you had a post about it the other day. Tell me about your trash reality television since I don't watch it.
I've had a lot of posts about it. So this one is like basically there's this lady, Lisa Vanderpump. She's about 60 years old. She and her husband own like 30 restaurants and shops and things in LA, and in, I think they're from Great Britain though. And they employ just the most sociopathic of all employees. And you basically get to watch the drama unfold among these people. And it's just terrible. But we've had it on like either watching it or in the background all week last week and got through like 7 seasons of it. So
Really?
it's just wild. One person's about to marry this person and then they get cheated on, and then, trash TV.
No, we watched maybe Crazy Stupid Love last night.
Oh yeah, how was that? I saw
I don't
that
know. It was
theaters,
that
I
the name of the
think.
movie? Yeah. It was good. It was really good.
Steve Carroll? Steve Carroll in that movie?
Steve Carroll, yes, Steve Carroll, not as the Office person, but yes, Steve Carroll was in it.
Lucky for you.
And then, and then, oh, what's his name? He was in I Remember the Titans.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, that guy. And then Emma Stone, who I think is hilarious.
She's great.
If, she was the first winner of the lip sync battle on Jimmy Fallon,
Yeah.
which is that's when I knew we could be friends. Is when she did a song by DJ Khaled. So I'm just gonna
She
gonna
has a
put that
song,
out
but
there.
I thought she won with didn't she do Blues Rider?
She did,
Yeah.
but then she did All I Do Is Win Win Win.
Okay.
As her second one.
I just
which
remember her
was-
saying like she was actually singing all of the words to
Oh,
a
yeah,
Blues Rider
yeah,
song. It
yeah.
wasn't just like lip sync.
It was one of the most hilarious skits I've seen.
Yeah.
Like, because here's what I love about Jimmy Fallon, and there are people that do not like Jimmy Fallon,
Yeah.
and I get that.
Yeah.
But he legitimately cannot not laugh. He has to laugh at, like, he is like a big kid all the time.
He and
I
Seinfeld,
love it.
right? He more than Seinfeld, but I do love that Seinfeld couldn't keep a straight face half the time on his own show.
Like, he's like, this is hilarious. Like, I'd watch this.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like, I've always wondered how much of that is staged versus how much of it is just him seeing it for the first time, or did he see
Oh,
it for the
interesting.
second or third time and it's still just that funny?
Yeah, and he just couldn't hold it.
Like, I mean, like, he's the one during the cowbells thing on SNL that got everybody laughing. Like, he just couldn't stop. He tried to hide it for like 10 seconds and then he was just like, forget it.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing out loud.
Yeah.
So
I guess Lauren kept him around for a reason. Have you all been watching like the late night shows where it's just them like in their own home and there's no studio audience?
Not really. We've been doing a lot of YouTube.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Have you done more
so
Bon Appetit?
a little more, but not much.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been researching my newest favorite hobby. So
What's that?
painting shoes.
Oh, right. On YouTube.
I haven't done much of it, but I have watched a lot of them. Yeah. I'm trying to justify spending $400 on an airbrush machine that I'll use maybe twice.
If you're being logical about it, that's
Oh
smart.
no, I completely understand that I'm throwing the money away. I mean, why not spend my stimulus money if I got any on that?
Hmm.
Or a drone. A drone. They came out with a new little DJI drone that's under 249 grams, so you don't have to register it.
Oh, cool.
But then they came out with the Mavic 2, which is a little better and flies a little further, has a better
Camera
camera,
on it and
and
everything. Yeah.
also has like the tracking and all that.
Oh, that's
So like
cool.
so like I could drive down the road in the food truck and like make
Do
it
the overhead
focus on the
shot.
truck and it would just follow me the whole way.
It's so cool.
Um, but you know, that's another $600. And am I really going to use it that much more? Probably not.
Some cool footage.
Yeah. What, for like 3 pictures? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
That's it. That's it. But no, the little one does just as much and does everything that I would want it to do.
Right.
And I'm
Right.
just, but also, I'm also this person that will look at it and think about it for so long. So as impulsive as I am, I'm not on spending money,
Gotcha.
right?
There's a lot of like
If it's a
research
purchase,
involved.
more thinking about it. I don't
Okay.
really research a lot.
Yeah.
I just think about it. And then I usually think about it for so long, I don't buy anything.
That's great though.
I'm like, all right, well, I've lived this long without it. I'm good.
Yeah. I do the thing if I'm
Or
at the store, I'll put the Lego set in the cart and then walk around with it while I'm grocery shopping and then be like, no, I don't need this.
or I'm completely impulsive and just buy it.
Mm.
One of the kind of like the laptop I'm on. I walked in and I said, "What's the most expensive laptop you have?" I'll buy that.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "You don't need that. Why don't you get this one?" Like, he was like, "You don't need that one. That's completely ridiculous. You don't need to spend that much money. However, this one will give you everything you need, and you'll be, which is, kudos to Apple.
Sure.
So,
And it's like three
you know,
grand instead of 7 grand,
yeah, I think so.
something like that. I did the specs on like the highest powered version of this and it was like $7,000. And I was like, I don't need another car payment. So we can scale back a couple things here.
I know that I had to call and get approval on my debit card to spend that much money.
Okay.
So I knew
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. Yeah.
which I really love about our bank. I know that's really weird to talk about, but they're like, nah, you got to call in to spend more of your own money.
See, that's cool
It's
until
like
they like do a freeze on your account because they think you're spending too much. Like I would much rather have to do the work instead of them like freeze up my card, which has happened like twice in the past couple years.
yeah.
I was just buying
No, the bank's
clothes
been
in a
pretty
weird
chill about it.
location.
Speaking of banks, I have to call cardholder services today.
That's the
Anyways.
worst.
They're trying to tell me that they're not like our bank just gave it to us. Like they're like, here you go. But it's the cardholder services from the the place that we went, but we left a day early, and they said that they would give us our money back for that night, which is cool. I was like, yeah, cool. But if you can't, I understand. Like we have to leave a day early. That's on us, like kind of thing. And they're like, no, that's good. It's like $600. I mean, it's not like cheap, right?
Yeah, right.
And then they gave it back to us, but it's in where where they have sent it to the cardholder services, but cardholder services didn't send it to us. And now they're trying to say, no, they never sent you the money. And I'm like, dude, I have a receipt with everything right here that says you gave it to us. So you tell me where it's at because I don't know.
True.
And yeah, so I forgot about that. I
If you
gotta call the
need
bank today.
if you need any banking advice, call Paul. It's your new
No.
business.
No, it is not. I call the bank. I call the bank. Those ladies are awesome. So, but yeah.
So what kind of things do you have going on this week? Because old Deemy and I, Adeem, the artist,
Uh,
we're talking about doing some live music and
I
throwing
have
around the
three
idea
neigh-
of following you around.
I have three neighborhoods.
Ooh,
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We are blessed beyond words right now. I am taking the weekend off.
nice, nice.
It will be the first time, again, in months that we've had all the kids together. So, because of Rona and everything. So, I've had probably, no joke, 15, 20 offers to work Friday or Saturday.
Yeah,
And I'm
you're
just
like,
like,
nah.
no, 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 no.
Love it.
Which, if you're looking at anything, if anybody wants to know what this has taught me, this is what it's taught me: the ability to say no. Like, is it worth, you know? Careful how I say this. Is it worth the money
Yeah,
to miss out?
yeah,
That's really what it is. Is it worth it? And I know that sometimes you have to, and I know that some people have to. And again, my heart feels for you on that. I'm not saying do what you're supposed to do, and I think that is situational for everybody, and it's situational for us. But to be able to do birthday parties and things like that instead of doing prep all day and cooking and all that, because it's not just 2 hours on the truck, and that's what
There's a
that's
lot
what
more
kind
that
of
goes into it,
there's
right?
yeah, that's kind of what the thought is it's just 2 hours on the truck when you're not looking at all the paperwork and all the purchasing and all the cleaning and everything. But no, so we I don't know, we've been talking about this the last couple of days,
Yeah,
that it used to be we were trying to get into places. Now we have a waiting list of people that want us, not the other way around, where
Awesome.
we're on their waiting list. It's kind of mind blowing, honestly. It's like, whoa, So it's good. It's good. I mean, I want to believe that happens in music as well. Sorry, just
no, it does for sure. Yeah, I don't know if it does right now, but I was going to say I've seen more and more people, like in the music groups that I'm a part of on Facebook, saying like, "Hey, we did this low key gig at this place. Don't tell anybody, but isn't this cool that we played some music?" So it seems like a lot of people are getting back out there and finding ways to do it without breaking the law and keeping themselves safe and everybody safe. So yeah.
I am wondering if anybody is breaking the law, though.
I'm sure there are tons of people, but I mean, like, I wonder if there are restaurants that are having music when they're not supposed to, and I doubt it, just because I think there are enough people who would report it.
No,
you
there,
know?
no, there are enough. There are so many people that are reporting it.
Yeah,
In fact, there's a few things that are like, I hate to say they're jokes, but they're jokes based out of reality. Mainly about Disney, and it was one of these people that was talking about everybody going to complain when they reopen Disney because the parades aren't happening and the fireworks aren't happening.
Oh, gotcha.
Like being mad about it, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, we couldn't do that kind of thing. Which, Disney news, just letting everybody know.
Are
they
you all
have
going?
not canceled. We don't know yet. They have not canceled reservations in June,
Right.
but they are not taking any more reservations in June.
Okay.
So basically, if you haven't, then don't. We Ashley had a meeting with her travel agent people, which no one was allowed to be in the room when she was talking to them, and she's not really allowed to talk about too many details. She's let out. I think she's letting out what she can.
She's like
right?
the FBI of Disney, which is really cool, by
I don't
the way.
know. It's kind of like, and it wasn't just her on the call. Like, I mean, it was all the agents, things like that. I'm not. I mean, don't get me wrong. She good and she's up there. I just like let's call it what it is. It's kind of what. Anyways, it made me think of something. But what I do know is people are strongly encouraged not to cancel. Like,
Right.
so
right.
I think it's one of those, if you cancel, you can't get back in kind of things.
Well, also they're gonna
Because
take
if they,
care of you if you like if they close or whatever.
yeah, no, they're going to, like, if, like, we have a reservation June 14th, right?
Right.
So if they cancel our reservation, they're just going to either give us our money back or schedule us later,
Yeah.
one or the other.
Yeah.
But like, I got a letter from them about our annual pass, which is they've given the option of either extending it, like, so, like, hey, we'll extend it however long we've been closed, or we'll just give you your money back. Like,
Yeah.
we'll prorate whatever it is, and we'll just cut you a check.
Cool.
Okay. We're just going to extend it. So,
Yeah. It's awesome.
no, one of my kids like to ask me questions about, and I
How
really
dare
treat them
they?
like I know, like, things that, why would I know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, why would I know?
They think you're Superman.
Which is great, but like, they'll ask me questions like, we were at the church filming that stuff, and there's two big pieces of plywood on like a stage set and all that. And it was like, hey, what's that about? And I'm like, I wasn't involved in that meeting. I don't know. That's my answer to everything. I don't know. They didn't call me on that one.
I'm not paid staff yet,
Or I give them the most ridiculous answer ever.
Yeah.
Like, they're expanding our parking lot, right? And we're pulling in. Hey, what are they doing over there? It's clear they're digging up dirt next to the parking lot, right? Clear. Like, they're expanding the parking lot.
Tell
You don't
them
have
it's
to
a
ask
new Disney
anybody.
location.
No, I told them it was a new remote control car track for dirt cars. And almost had one of them convinced.
There you go.
I'm the worst. So
That would be
anyways,
fun, though.
yeah. And then I stared at the pool all day yesterday as well, wanting it to be open. So
Yeah, apparently
it's just,
they're not going to be open, right?
our personal pool.
Oh, I gotcha. I know you had a pool. Man, you're so bougie. It's like,
Well, it's
does Corona?
Property. It's
Huh?
part of the whole property. Like,
Wait,
yeah,
is
we
it
share the pool.
Is it a lake?
No,
Is it a creek? Is this a metaphorical pool?
no, it's an above the ground pool with a big deck around it.
Does the Corona move faster through water? Do you think that's why they're not
don't know.
reopening?
No, I think it's because because people would be gathered together,
Yeah.
or it's just more fluid. It's more fluid.
I get it. It would be fun to do a podcast where we spread really ridiculous fake news about Corona and just see how much spreads.
No, I don't want to get arrested.
I figured you would veto that, but it's always worth a shot to me.
No. I got enough things going on.
True.
So.
Without more conspiracy theories. Well, we will have some other things going on this week. We're talking about getting some guests on Wednesday and Friday. So, yeah, we will be checking back in.
Who wants to be on?
Yeah, who's out there?
Who's out there?
What do we do? Do we do Brandon Dunford round 2? Do we have another?
If we do Brandon Dunford round 2, we are going to have uproar from some people. Or round 3, actually.
Well, that's true. But we didn't even post the first one.
I've already gotten a question of why was he on twice.
From who? I'm going to call him out.
I told him he was more entertaining.
He was really entertaining. He was a great guest. But we're looking we're looking at having some coffee people. So if there's any coffee people out there, hit us up. We can go remote. Dude, we could have somebody from like Portland, where all the cool coffee drinkers, grunge listeners are.
Or I could drive around again.
You should drive around again. The reopening part
drive
too.
Drive around again. We'll cruise the streets of Lenoir City.
It is a cool place.
I do like the Lenoir.
Yeah.
What is 9:04? You got stuff going on today?
I got lots of stuff going on today. I'm shooting a ton of videos for the teachings, and then I am teaching, and then I'm actually doing a podcast tonight. Producing. I'm not on it, But music review podcast. I can't remember who they're doing this evening, but they just did Tracy Chapman, her first album last week.
Oh,
And it
I
was
thought you meant
really,
they
really
had
cool.
Tracy Chapman
Oh, yeah.
on. I was like,
yeah, these people from Knoxville had
That-
Tracy Chapman on, but seriously, that would be amazing.
hey, listen, there's some celebs up in the up in the Knoxville.
Heck yeah, dude. Shaq's around here
I'm
somewhere.
working on Glenn. I'm working on Glenn.
Yeah. And Gary V.
Actually, I talked to somebody in Glenn's office just the other day. So
Really?
that was fun.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know them personally. I'll name drop.
I like
So,
it. I like
well,
it.
not name drop, but I know them personally.
Yeah.
And I know they have access to the podcast via my personal social media. So, Mayor Jacobs,
Come on, Jacobs.
we'd love to have you on.
We're not going to talk
Because
politics, but we
because-
will talk wrestling.
I want him to come on, and this is legit. I want him to come on and not ask him a thing about opening up. I don't want to ask him a thing about politics.
Yeah.
I really want to I want to talk to him about real life. Like
Give the
what he
giant
is
man
like
a
at,
break.
like what he's like at home, like what he does. Like one of the reasons, and I'll tell you right now, I voted for him, and I'll tell you this right now, I voted for him, and I don't care if it was staged or not, right? But the reason I voted for him is because he changed a guy's tire on the side of the road.
There you
That's
go.
really why. That is the entire reason why.
I heard that
because
story, and you know what? He didn't even have to use the tire jack. He just like picked up the car with his hand, unscrewed everything with his fingers.
Speaking of Gary V, he has one of his videos. He has put his face on the Undertaker's body, jumping off the top of the cage.
Was Kane in the video too?
I don't know.
That'd be
I just know
amazing.
that it was the Undertaker. So no, you know, whether you agree with his politics or not, he believes in his stance and he stands behind it. So whether you like it or not, like a lot of people don't like what I say, and I'm okay with it.
I don't like half of what you say, but that's part of the reason I do this podcast, you know? Just to have someone to disagree with. I'm just kidding.
It's fine with me. It's fine with me. The Office sucks.
Let's get out of here. I'm canceling this right now. No, we will sign off here though, and we'll be back on Wednesday and Friday this week. And we'll have some fun people on, and we'll drink some coffee. We'll get your morning started for you. Let us know of any topics you want us to talk about, because we'll riff all day, obviously.
Hey, also,
Yeah,
post your coffee mug pictures in our feed. That's what I want.
there you
I
go.
want the coffee mugs.
Or your Tervis
Boom.
with old Leia on there. Rip and miss her. All right. Well, we'll see you on Wednesday.
Boom.